Hey guys, it's Adi. So I'm just finishing up my stay at this hotel for my do-it-yourself kind of retreat that I made for myself. It was amazing, 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 and I wanted to share with you something that I always do when I do these type of things, whether it's I'm just on vacation or whether I'm doing like a very intentional type of retreat for myself, like like this one that I do typically once a year, or even in conferences and stuff where the energy is like super super high, and I want to retain some of that for later because I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but like there is this magic that happens when you are in a different place and you're contemplating like all the possibilities and you're feeling like, for me at least, I always feel like this incredible re-tapping into my true power and this limitlessness that's just so intoxicating. Um, and I feel like it, I have made, you know, crazy progress in these, two day, like less than 48 hours sometimes stretches, than I make in like a whole month in like quote unquote real life or normal life, right? And it's not just the fact that I'm like clearing my entire schedule for it, although that has something to do with it. It's something, it's something beyond that. It's really tapping into that limitlessness and connecting to that feeling that anything's possible. Anything's possible for you. I love that feeling. I think that it's a, an extremely productive state to be in. And I always want to take some of that back with me. And I know that sometimes, it can be like you're in this thing, you're in your like 48 hours of retreat or conference or vacation or whatever, you're just recharging and everything feels amazing. And then you go back to reality and it's like, same as before, same as when I left, right? Because your um, your context for being in your day-to-day life hasn't changed. And so I wanted to teach you a very, very simple trick that I do. Obviously, it's not going to change everything. You need to do a lot, many little boring things in order to, little boring, obvious, non sexy things in order to change your state in the long term. But this is something that typically helps me a lot, and it's very easy to do. And so I wanted to share it with you because I realized it might not be obvious. Like it's obvious to me at this point. I always, always, always do it. But I want to show you. So what I do is I'm gonna stand up. I basically try to anchor the feeling with my body, like physically in my body with a movement. So here's what I do. I'm gonna put this down. So whenever I feel that like a peak of that limitlessness, I hope you can hear me because I think this is sitting on the mic, whatever. Um, Whenever you feel like a peak of that amazing, good feeling, powerful, limitless, anything's possible kind of feeling, what you want to do is at that moment, kind of, it's kind of like bottling up that state into a specific motion in your body. The one that I choose for myself, and the reason why this is turning into a full body video, is this. I throw my arms back, I throw out my chest, throw my head up, close my eyes, and breathe in. I do this. I did it this morning when I went to wade into the water at the beach. I do it when I am like at the peak of my runs, when I just feel so good when I'm running. But you can do this whenever, just like take a little break, and whatever movement you're choosing for yourself, it doesn't have to be the same as mine, but do it. And I'm literally imagining myself like bottling up that feeling, that amazing emotion, the amazing state that I'm in, bottling it up and into that little movement. You can choose any movement you want. And then what I do is and I think in NLP, I haven't actually studied it, but I think in NLP you call that anchoring, right? So I'm anchoring that that emotion with a physical movement. In any case, then later, if I want to recall that state, all I have to do is do that same movement again, and it all comes flooding back. So that's what I do. You obviously have to be pretty intentional about when you do it, about, as you're doing it, have the the intention of like kind of hitting a save button into that movement, so that you can access it later. But that's it. It really, really helps me. And even as I'm leaving here, last night I was kind of like, oh, I can't believe this is my last night here. Like, it's been too short. I need to do this like once a quarter instead of once a year. But even so, I'm leaving today on such a high note, really. Like, I feel amazing. I know that I'm taking so much out of here with me. You'll be hearing from me about all the things that I've accomplished here. So many plans for the next year. I basically started and almost finished writing a book. This is like crazy mom productivity. Like, take away the kids for 48 hours and I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable either way, but I'm so much faster like this. And yeah, anyway, I'm really excited. I hope that this little tip helps some of you. That's it. I'll see you guys next time.